super cool because I love the Bel Airs. Now this is a 1957 stretch Bel Air. I've never seen one of that. But we're gonna hopefully get a chance to talk to Larry, the owner, and Cindy, his wife, and yeah, I want to see what's like on the inside. A stretch Bel Air, I've never seen that, like I said, so I'm pretty excited, and I want to get the story behind this, and I want to get a good look on the interiors. Yeah. Okay, everybody, so this is absolutely unique 57 Bel Air stretch. Okay, now I wasn't around in 1957 to see if these cars were driving around. First time I'm seeing it, but I'm gonna get the real facts here. So I'm here with Larry and Cindy. Cindy, how are you?
I'm fine, how are you?
Good, I saw you guys. Hi there, Larry. I saw you driving in and navigating your way, maneuvering your way through the crowds. It's not easy.
No, it's not.
Come stand in front of your beautiful car, so just so everybody can see. Absolutely brilliant. Now I was just telling my viewers I was not around in 1957, so was there many of these driving around the streets? No. So what have you got here?
In 57 they made a 3-door car for a limousine.
Right.
It was for airport.
Okay.
Pick up a bunch of people going to the airport, but not one like this. We stretched it.
You've stretched it?
Yeah.
First off, you had a 57 Bel Air.
Yeah.
A 4-door.
A 4-door.
4-door.
When did you get that? Many years ago.
Probably 2012, 13.
Okay.
Probably 2012.
And I mean, I love the 57 Bel Airs. They're beautiful cars. So what and when made you realize that, you know what, we need to make this longer?
Well, I'm going to do a little bit of advertising. We own luxury limousines of North Florida.
Beautiful. Tell us about that. I love to know about people's businesses.
We have a 1928 Model A, and the guy that we bought out had always asked us to use the Model A and for weddings, but it's a 2-door car. We just told him it's not feasible.
Yes.
So we thought this would be our Hummer in the limousine business because it never gets old.
It's a brilliant idea because so many people, so many brides like to have the classic car for their wedding day. But bridal parties are getting bigger and bigger. So, and they can't fit so many of them in the one car, and then it just becomes pricey. So you guys are a genius.
Yeah.
How did it start? You tell us about the restoration. What did you do?
Well, Larry told me he was going to take a trip. He's going to go a couple of weeks and go out west and try to find a car.
Okay.
And I just started praying about it. And it come up that there was one within an hour of our house.
What was that?
Putman
Hall. There was a guy that we heard was selling out everything that was in this big old warehouse. So we went down there. And sure enough, there was a 4-door 57.
4-door. So you got an additional 4-door.
Just got 154 and we cut it in half.
Yeah.
Okay.
It took about 15 minutes with a sawzall to cut it in half and about 3 months to put it back together.
I bet you it was the best 15 minutes of your life. How much tension did you get out of just using that saw?
We just went around it, right between the door jambs.
Right.
And so then we added
Right down through there when it was together, and then we added 7 foot 10 inches in the middle.
Wow, we are going to go inside and have a look at the interiors as well. I always like to know what's happening under the engine there. Is that a 350?
Yes.
Beautiful, beautiful. And did you do anything else to the engine, or did you just...
No, just a 350.
Yeah, and just the usual, change the brakes, made it more safer and...
well, we took a frame. We took a real limousine frame.
Yep.
We set this body on that frame, so everything underneath is originally a limousine.
Yes. That makes sense.
This body's sitting on a 94 Cadillac limousine frame.
94 Cadillac. Oh, it gets better and better. Everything that comes out of their mouths just gets better and better.
We took all the
I love it.
We took all the guts and we wanted to make the inside more to standard now. You know, the lights.
We wanted the modern stuff in the old car body.
It's a good way to go about things. 100%.
That's what we did.
And that's what you do in North Carolina. You restore cars as well?
No, we're from Florida.
No, we're from Florida.
Oh, you're from Florida?
Yes.
Okay, so where was the shop you said?
It's in Lake City, Florida.
Okay, excuse me. I don't know why I heard North Carolina. Let's have a look on the inside.
It's got all of our stuff in it. So
Yeah, it's full of junk.
That's all
we
right.
didn't make it to the condo to check in
Yeah,
yet.
we were going to go to the condo and check in. We had to come here first.
What you can do, I mean, he...
I'm more interested to see what's happening in the back.
let me
Look at the front here. Nothing short of a 57 Bel Air. The front, the dash is beautiful.
The Bel Air has, I didn't know this till after we was building it, but the Bel Air has a gold trim on it. And this is a Bel Air. It's not a, it is a Bel Air body. It's not a Biscayne. That's why the gold trim's on it.
Oh yes.
Get a picture of the tag.
Yeah.
Did you get a picture of the tag?
No, let's have a look. 57 limo. Love it. Love it. There's only one of these ever driving around, and it belongs to you guys, I'm guessing.
There,
If you go on the internet,
there's some others around up north.
Yeah.
We've never seen any,
Not many.
Not where we go. We joined the car club in Southern Nights, City, in 1989.
Yep.
And we just got
Yeah, I haven't
into
seen
these
any.
old cars, and we go to, Houston to Knoxville. I've never seen anything except on the internet as far as on the road.
Well,
So,
I would be interested to see what my viewers have to say, whether they've seen something like this or not, because I haven't. You've been going to a lot more car shows than I have, but I mean, I've been to a lot this year, and I've seen a lot of different cars. So that's why when you guys were driving, I said, okay, I have to follow this.
you can go in. That might be better on the other side.
Oh, that's okay. I'll just stand here.
I'm gonna say you can see the bar and all better from the other side.
Oh, look at that. There's an actual bar. Wow, luxury limousine.
Tell me a story.
Absolutely beautiful.
I have a limousine service
Oh, you do?
in Florida, and I wanted to.
You've got it complete with the bar and everything.
Yes.
This is
When
just brilliant.
Limousine service.
I bought glasses and everything. Once we get it, we've gone through a lot to finish
Yep.
it. We've had several take advantage of us finishing it, and then they're on the internet using it for their advertisements, but they stuck us. We've had 4 interior shops.
Wow.
And it's still not complete, and
Wow.
most of what was done has to be redone. So it's been a process.
Oh, I bet it has.
It was his dream, and
Yeah.
I just said, okay, Lord, if this is something that we need to do, I don't need him to leave me for 3 or 4 weeks to go find a car.
To go
So,
find a car,
and when
exactly.
that one come available.
Well, you're a good lady, and God heard your praise, ma'am, because it's pretty much almost there.
Yes.
Just a few things,
Yes. And I was worried about coming from Florida to here with it, but we come just like a charm.
I mean, how fun would it have been just driving and having everybody see you
I have
guys?
seen people stop to get gas. I mean, they come off the road just to come up there.
Just
and
100%.
take a picture. If I had $1 for every picture,
You would have a few more of these.
no, I wouldn't go through that again. But I mean, I said I would take it to where we should have took it to start with, to the interior.
Yes.
But he gave us a price, and it scared us.
Wow.
And now with the other 3 or 4 scamming us, it's we should have went to him and just.
It's one of those things where when it comes to the cars, and that's why the community is so big, the more people that you know
Yes.
and make friends with, the better it will work for, obviously for your heart, you make lovely friends, but also for your pocket, because you have people that you can rely on to give you those good resources and
Yes.
those reliable resources. So
Well, the man that did all the
All the body parts are really done.
what is it?
That's
What is it?
He's just he built street rods.
We won't get it on camera.
I don't know.
anyway, Jack Hampton
Yeah.
and with Larry telling him what he wanted, Jack Hampton he builds street rods.
Okay.
He builds beautiful street rods.
Yeah.
And it's like he helped Larry with it to a point, and then but he don't do interior. So
Okay.
but it was, I want to put that out there in case one of
Say
them.
thanks to him.
Jack and Ann, they did a lot of work on it.
They did a lot of work. Well, thank you to them.
Yeah.
That it's good to see good people helping out and
Yes.
not trying to take advantage.
No.
But
No, they
Cindy,
didn't.
it's absolutely beautiful. And Larry, you guys have done great. You've done great. Do not let
It was
go
his
of this.
dream, and he's pretty much got it there.
So tell me about your dream. Why this? Why?
Well, because people were calling, wanting to go in. They were wanting to go in my old car to different birthday parties or anniversaries.
Yes.
And the Model A is too little. I couldn't take anybody in that.
Yeah.
So the first thought of my mind, I'm gonna straight to 57 Chevrolet.
Yeah.
Everybody knows a 57.
Could you just move
Yes.
so I could take a picture?
And that's why I stretched it.
Yeah, sure. I won't be long.
Take a picture.
No, I mean, like I said before, I love the 57 Bel Airs, and I mean, I like limos. I mean, who doesn't like a limousine? Who doesn't like seeing them, and who doesn't like those
I've never
Cadillacs?
been in one in my life till we bought one.
Oh, I've been on one for a graduation, but when it comes to the limousines and the Cadillacs, it's that long body that attracts the attention.
Yes.
Yeah.
That gets everybody to have a look.
They take a double look.
They take a double look.
They see from the front it's a 57, and they
Yeah.
look back and they go, oh, it's longer.
And you've done it really well. You've done it really well.
If I was to do it over again, I'd probably do about 10 or 12 more feet on it.
How would you drive it? It was bad enough at making turns.
It's not too bad.
Okay.
We've got it. This is considered, what is it, 10 passenger?
Yeah.
No, it's 8 passenger. 8. This is considered an 8 passenger. I have a 12 passenger.
Okay, so you're used to driving
now,
this.
it gets hard. It gets hard to maneuver. It's long.
Okay.
This one here will almost go wherever you. It's not that bad. Because the GM cars, they turn sharper than the Fords do.
Okay.
So when you're in a little place, it turns sharper.
Okay, I did not know that.
Yes.
All right.
The Lincolns, you gotta back up
Whoa, baby!
to get it to turn.
Think about going to the prom and something like that.
Well, I appreciate your time.
All
Thank you
right.
so much, and thank you. I know you did get here, so I'll let you get settled in.
All right.
Pleasure. I'm filming for myself, sir.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good. That's a good person to film. Nothing wrong with that.
I'm Rana.
I'm Joe.
Joe, nice to meet you.
Rana was at the
Larry.
Tri-5 National.
Rana was at the Tri-5 National, sir. What's your name?
Rick Talbot.
Rick, nice to meet you. What have you guys got here?
Rick gonna sell you that car right there.
The one you're selling it? Wow, well, I would love to get you to come up and tell us a little bit more about it. It's beautiful.
See, you get some free publicity here, brother.
I did zoom in on the for sale sign, and I put your number up close in case people are interested, so
All right.
there you go. And what about yourself? What have you got?
The Camaro beside it.
You guys got the good cars, the ones I was just filming. Well, come on then, you got to tell me about your cars. You fooled me over here.
Where are you from?
Australia.
No, you kidding. I thought you were from Alabama. Never would have guessed.
Mississippi I get a lot.
Mississippi.
I'll be back. Okay, well, you saw me checking out these beautiful cars. I couldn't help it. Convertible, the Camaro, it looks absolutely beautiful. Now, it's amazing and it looks nice, and I see you've got pictures, which means you've done a lot of work on it.
I've built the whole car.
You've built the whole car and now you're selling it.
Now I'm selling it.
Okay,
I
let's...
finished a new car that was at the Tri-5 National.
Oh, I missed you.
I won the home built thing, red and white one. It's really awards.
Of course you did. Yes.
Yeah, so that was good. That was my new car, and this one is about 5 years old. And, you know,
Okay.
Time to move on
And
let somebody else enjoy it.
well, before we get to that, tell us what was the condition like when you got it 5 years ago?
Well, when I started it was an original car. Body was fairly decent.
Yeah.
Not real bad. Not real rusty, but rusty.
Yeah.
So I put new firewall in it, new floor in the deck.
Did you say firewall?
Firewall.
What's that?
That's the part behind the engine.
Can you come and show me? So what's the firewall?
That's the firewall.
And that is what it's called in all the cars. That's
Yeah, all the
firewall.
cars have them, but this
Okay.
one I've changed it to clear this motor, make room for this motor.
Well, the motor is beautiful. So what
Motor-
is that?
It's a 5.7 Gen 3 Hemi.
We've got a loud motor.
The later Hemi.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. I mean, it just stands out. Now, did you win any awards with this?
Yeah, and the first year I had it done, it was selected as a street rider.
At the NSRA? Oh, the Hot Rod Roundup, okay. Beautiful.
Yeah, this was in 2015, and it won that 2016, and it won the other side, it won 2017.
Now, that's a big prize, but then again, you've spent a lot on this car.
Yeah, a lot of time, and you know,
A lot of time, a lot of
basically selling
money.
for what I got in parts. So,
Without the labor charge,
yeah,
right?
Yeah, and then, you know, I enjoy doing it. So,
Yeah.
no big deal.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, if anybody is interested in the beautiful 55 Plymouth, Rick Talbot, 276-790-8143. I mean, it is absolutely beautiful. It's such an attention seeker. It draws attention as soon as you walk past it.
You know, they only made 7,000 of them, so there's not many that, you know, remain. You know, most of them are gone.
And the fact is you've just restored this to such an immaculate condition. I'm loving the shifter there.
Yeah, well, that's a throwback to the old pistol grip shifters.
Pistol grip. I knew I had heard that one before. Pistol grip shifter always gets my attention. And beautiful leather interiors as well. Well, I appreciate that,
Okay,
Rick,
thank
and I
you.
wish you all the best in getting this
I'll look for it
sold.
on Facebook.
YouTube, sir. YouTube.
Okay, you got stuff on Facebook, good.
Yes, I do, sir. Yep. All right, this is an absolutely beautiful 69 Camaro. I mean, just look at this engine here, Z28. It's beautiful. Car belongs to Joe. Joe, how are you?
Good, thank you.
I mean, it's absolutely beautiful, and one of the things that always gets my attention is how significant the cars become. Whether it's the memory that you get, or whether it's been passed down through the generations. But for you, unfortunately, Joe's wife passed away, and this car brought you back to life.
It did.
Obviously, at such a bad time in your life, you know, the passing of a partner is always, it's always a hard time. But to have a car and have a project, it pulled you back in.
Well, and I will tell you, the fun of all of it is not so much a car, it's the people I've met
Yep,
because of this car,
yep.
like Rick.
See, now you were not friends with Rick. You you didn't even know Rick, but you took the car and you said you wanted to get this restored, and through that process, now you've got a beautiful friendship.
Yes,
With him, with his family, which kind of helped you through your hard time.
yes.
And
yes.
that is the car culture we talk about here in Rana's Radar. It's
Okay.
absolutely beautiful. I mean, that's what I love, these car shows, and I love getting stories like this. Now, the Camaro, you were 25 when it came out.
When it was built new, I was 25 years old.
And what were you doing? Sitting down watching a commercial for it, or seeing it in the paper and wishing you had one?
My brother's wife worked for a Chevrolet dealer.
No.
So he got one. I couldn't afford one, but he got one. So I thought, well, if I ever get enough money, I'm gonna buy one of these things.
Well, you
So
did.
about 50 years later, I bought one.
But it just shows how much you wanted one.
That was probably the only, well, when I first married, I had a 57 Chevrolet, which was a nice car.
It's a very
and my
nice
wife
car.
had
I
a
couldn't
56
agree more.
Thunderbird,
Oh,
which
nice.
was really a nice car.
Yeah.
But as we got older, we knew we needed to sell those cars, and
You
and
never got over this,
I
Joe.
never got over this
You never
one,
got
and
over this.
I wanted this year, this color, and wouldn't even really look at anything else. So that's how I ended up with this car.
Good for you. It's a beautiful color, and you wanted it so many years, and I'm so happy that you got it.
Well, thank
I'm
you.
happy for you, Joe.
Thank you.
I do like the striping. And what's the engine here?
Well, it's got a 427. This
It's a Corvette engine?
no, it's a This is actually an anniversary engine that Chevrolet made.
Right.
In 1969, they came out, they called it an L88, which was a 427, and they made an all aluminum version. Now this one is an iron block, with aluminum heads and aluminum intake. The all aluminum was terribly expensive, more than I would have paid for an engine.
Right.
But this one was reasonable, and the nice thing about it, it uses pump gas, it uses regular oil, you don't have to put high zinc oil. So,
because this is your driver, you were telling me you drive it everywhere, so.
And so I built the car to drive. I don't run a museum, and so I don't want it just sitting.
No.
So I drove it out here from Virginia.
Oh, from Virginia?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a long drive.
We've taken it to Louisville, driven it there.
Yep. Where's your friends?
He's my neighbor.
Oh, he's your neighbor?
Yeah. And he helped me some. I'd run into something. Tommy lived right behind me. And he and Rick are great. They restore these things.
I love how the body's coming out here like this. Is this how it would have been as well in 69?
That was the big difference between 68 and 69.
Is the fender.
The way they did the side of the car. And the wheel well openings. The 68 wheel well openings are much larger.
I mean, for 69, that was very progressive.
It was. It was quite a bit of difference when they made this car. So
looks beautiful. Looks like a race car, I guess. Well, you enjoy that, sir. Look after it. And I'm happy you got what you wanted after so many years.
Thank you, and it's very nice to meet you.
Same here. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes, I did. How are you, sir?
I'm good, I'm good.
What was your name again?
Willie.
Willie.
Yeah, this one's mine.
Absolutely beautiful. I love what you've done to it.
When you put it on YouTube,
yep,
it's not a Silverado.
Okay.
Come here, I'll show you. Silverado.
Oh, it's a Silverado. I appreciate that, sir. Okay, well, why don't you come to the front of the car and tell us. All right, so now, Willie, what do you have here?
What's that?
What do you have here?
So 1967 Chevrolet C10.
C10.
I nicknamed it the Silverado.
The Silverado. Well, it's silver and you've made it into a hot rod.
Yes.
What is this engine you've got here?
It's Chevrolet 350 with 5-tech fuel injection.
5-tech fuel injection?
Injection, yes.
5-tech, there it is. 350 Chevy. Beautiful. I love the way you've done it by covering the fenders. It's very clean and neat.
Right, no wires.
No wires at all, and it really allows that block to pop and be seen. And silver rod, very nice. I did think it was Silverado for some reason. But this is why I come here, because then I learn.
Yes, also silver rod in the seat.
And look at this seat, silver rod as well. Beautiful. Involving memories for Pop and Wayne. So tell us, who is Pop and Wayne?
Well, Wayne was my brother. He bought the truck in 1968.
Okay.
He's a musician. He used it to haul his equipment, band equipment. And then he bought a van. And then he gave this to my dad.
Wow.
Pop. They both passed away in 1998. My mother gave it to me.
I'm sorry to hear that.
I took it all apart, down to the frame, and built it back.
Wow. So this has had what, just one owner? Well, it's always been in the family.
Two owners. My brother bought it from a friend of his.
Okay.
It was about 6 months old when he bought it.
Wow. Wow.
It's been the other guy, and then it's been in the Snow family ever since.
And then it's now been in your family.
Yeah.
Wow, that's awesome. You do have a rare find here. Something that you should always treasure and keep.
Yes.
I'm liking the steering wheel.
Yes, thank you.
What is this called? What is? Do you know the type of steering wheel?
A friend of mine gave me that steering wheel.
Okay.
He had it on his car and he didn't like it.
Okay.
So I said, well, what are you gonna do with it? He's, I don't know, hanging on.
I don't know. I know it's a regular steering wheel, but I'm just liking the
Yeah, it's called banjo.
banjo.
Yeah.
Okay, there you go.
And the door handles match.
Yep, I did notice that. Yeah, the door handles. Well, there would be one here as well. It's beautiful. The silver with the color you've got inside there, and very nice hardtop bed here as well. Beautiful. You having a good time here at the Shades?
I am.
Yep.
Very
Did you
good
enjoy that limousine?
I sure did.
Oh, yeah, it was very neat.
I sure am sorry this is gonna be the last one.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Well,
So.
hopefully somebody will take this show over and keep it going.
Well, that's the thing. So the organizers are definitely not doing anything else, as you all heard Danny speak earlier. If some members start doing something and then they make a gathering, who knows?
Right. We'll gather with them.
Yeah, we'll gather with them. You let me know too. I'll gather too.
That's right. That's right.
I appreciate that, really. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you.
Cheers, mate.
Going and doing.
Well, I got footage of it before when you weren't near the car. So Matt, tell us, what have you got here exactly?
It's a 1936 C1 International. It's on the original frame. It's got a 40 forward front end on it.
Let's have a look at that.
Yeah, it's with some Harley shocks and springs, just for kind of looks more than comfort.
Yeah, because you're a big Harley fan.
Yeah, well, I am a hardy guy. You know, where I don't ride as much as I used to, but.
And why would you use those shock springs? What's the benefit of having them on this hot rod?
It's just the look. I mean, it's just the look, really.
Yeah.
I mean, I just like them. I put a little set of like SoCal shocks on it for a little while, but I just like that spring look. And some guys ask why it's double spring. Well, it's just the look. Yeah.
Yeah. And what is this here?
That's the overflow bottle.
Overflow bottle.
Yeah, for the radiator. It's a knee high.
Okay.
It's just the overflow for the radiator.
Maybe we'll pause it while the anthem's on. Beautiful. It is great to be in this country. Okay, Matt. What were we saying? So over here, you said you had the double springs?
Yeah, double spring, and then
It does give it a good rugged look.
It's just different. It's just more beefy. I don't know. It's just more.
Yeah, beefy,
yeah.
more rugged.
Yeah.
And what's the engine you got here?
It's just a small block 350. It's like a 70 block.
Yeah, but it's big for this body. I mean,
Well,
look at the car you've got.
You see some guys run Hemis, that's bigger, but that's just a,
Yeah.
you know, it's just a 4-bolt main, flat top.
Yeah.
You know, nothing.
Gets you around the way you want.
Yeah. I got Offenhauser headlight stands. Them's Offenhauser.
And what is that, a brand? Or?
Yeah, it's a brand. Oh, it's a real old speed company. A lot of people want to know what them's off of. And I'm
Okay.
not off of nothing. They're just
Offenhauser.
Offenhauser headlight stands. So
Nice.
it's kind of
Yeah, I haven't seen them actually.
Yeah.
Sitting like that. Yeah, I haven't, because they're not connected at all.
Yeah, no.
And they're kind of just sitting on their own, which does
Yeah.
stand out. 100%. Well done on that.
Yeah, no, it's something kind
So how long have you had this?
of. I've had it about 2 years.
2 years. And you
done.
travel with it a fair
Yeah.
bit, according to your Facebook.
I'm up around 27,000 miles, I think, right now.
Wow,
But
this is awesome. This is like, you
Yeah.
know, you just
Yeah.
travel around with it, and
and,
that's pretty cool.
you know, it ain't nothing fancy. It's just fun.
It's fun.
Yeah.
It's fun. And you got a nice bed there back as well to store your stuff.
Yeah, I made the bed, all stuff in it, whatever. It's what's scratched up. And
You made it all
and-
yourself.
Yeah, so I made the bed. Yeah, it's 6 inches shorter than stock,
Okay.
and I made the bends instead of having a 90 and a 90. I done 45s. You know, makes it more flat. Just a little change up. Like I said, it's 6 inches shorter.
Yeah.
And I made the roll pan, made the hitch where I usually pull a camper and stuff.
That's right, because the camper. Where is the camper?
Well, they don't really allow it here, and they don't like it out in the street. So
Well, what I'll do is I'll get
so I
you
left
to
it, yeah.
send me a few pictures of it,
Okay.
because I've seen the camper on Facebook and it's very neat.
Yeah.
So at least then I can put it into the video so people get an idea of when the camper attached to it. It looks pretty cool.
Yeah, it's just. I'd like to have it here because it's got air conditioning. I can fire it up.
Right.
And be cool, but yeah, it's just something a little different. That's the guy earlier today was asking me why my truck was sitting a little bit high.
Yes.
That's why I raised it up, because I pull that camper.
Because you
raised
pull a
that
camper
different.
with
I pull
it.
that camper, and that's why I run the wider radio tower on the back.
Yeah, on your shoulder.
Yeah.
How big is this wheel?
They're 16s.
16.
Yeah, they're front and back.
Everything looks big with the body.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah, like I said, I'd like to run the narrow traditional pie crust tar, but on that camper and stuff, I just wanted
So why
more
this? Why did you
power.
want this? Why this hot
I
rod
don't
and not
know,
some
it's
other
just-
classic?
Well, I come across it and it just kind of worked, and I've always wanted just an old hot rod, something in the 30s, and it just worked out. I mean, everybody like to have a 32.
Yeah.
You know, but,
And the longer you have it, the more it grows on you, the more you learn to love it. Yeah, the more it becomes
it's me.
you.
It's me. You know, it's the way it's done. It's just me.
So that's awesome.
So it's just like I said, you don't really see internationals that much, and I mean you do, but if you get out, you see stuff. But
Yeah.
It's just a little different than your average like little coupe or nothing.
No, it's awesome. Well, I'm glad I ran into you. I had seen your stuff on Facebook, and I was like, all right, he's coming to Shades. I better check out his ride.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah.
Thank you so
Appreciate
much,
you.
Matt.
Yeah, it's nice meeting you.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I'm your guy. Come back the other way when we come down. Yeah.